Greetings, Zodiac sign Virgo, Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon. Welcome to your Akashic Records reading by LightWorker. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Remember to turn on the notification bell. These are general readings, and for those of you who would like to have a personal reading with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit my website www.amalightworker.com. And yes, of course, for those of you who would like to know more, I have already done a whole new reading for your sign, and it is available for download and purchase. For those of you who are interested, the link for that for the Vimeo videos is posted down here below in the show more description box. I did create, based on what the Akashic Records told me, I did create an abundance and prosperity plan, which is a 5 parts program to enhance your abundance and your prosperity, money being one portion of it. And for those of you who have questions, please visit my website or email me if you have questions about my abundance program. It's a 5-part program that I created based on what the Akashic Records told me. So part of it is channeled from the Akashic Records. Thank you very much for allowing me to say this here. And now, Virgo Sun, Rising, and Moon, let's focus on your reading for August 2021. You have to be very patient with yourself because, yes, there's going to be a breakthrough in your situation. But by you being impatient, you are not going to make things happen sooner or later. In the light of something happening, and it's going to happen pretty quickly, something that you have been wishing for. Maybe something is going to happen a little bit before that you are prepared for it to happen. Therefore, you may have to act quite immediately. Many of you are going to have to deal with a work situation that maybe it needs your attention right away. Could be about fixing, repairing errors, could be about redoing some work, could be about a new client that comes in, could be about big money coming in through the company that you work for or through a business that you have, but you may have to act quickly. I'm also getting the sense that if you are a Virgo who has been dealing with some kind of a pending situation, in August, this pending situation will come to a stop, to a halt, to a completion, or to a major breakthrough. Either or, if the situation needs to be completed, and that's where the situation is stuck, it will be completed. And I'm getting the sense that something here will take place because it will allow you either to move on or to move to the next stage of it. Some of you are going to have to do a re-evaluation. You may have to do a re-evaluation of your assets, material possessions, a home that you own, a business that you own, a car that you own, or you may have to do a re-evaluation of assets because you have a plan to purchase something expensive. Many of you are going to be looking at your situation with your taxes, payments, anything that needs to be renewed at this time, any contracts, utility bills, insurances, licenses, permits, anything that needs to be renewed, passports, travel documents, so anything that may need to be renewed at this time. And you may also take a look at your credit card score, IRS situation, tax related situation, with the idea that you are preparing for something to come in, for something to happen, and pretty much you are going to make sure that you have all of your ducks in a row. You are going to have this impression that how August begins is going to be completely different from from how August ends. And for many of you, towards mid-August, there could be a couple of days there where you are going to feel that you just walked in from one energy to another energy, from a more feeling down kind of an energy to a more feeling positive energy. Or it could be simply from one energy to another energy. It doesn't have to be up or down, good or bad, but you are going to feel this huge shift in how you feel internally, how you are recuperating, how you are sleeping, how you are thinking. Your mindset is going to shift. You are going to be able not only to get in touch with a higher knowledge, with your higher self. For some of you, it could be the case that you are getting some important and valuable information that is going to help you with that pending situation. It could be about a legal case, a court case. It could be about money, investment, this information. But as I mentioned, for other ones, it could be information that is a little bit more of a spiritual nature or metaphysical in nature. Some of you during this time, you may find yourself studying, reading, getting a little bit more curious about spirituality, meditation, maybe tarot, maybe astrology. So different forms of energy and different forms of spirituality. And you are going to make a very conscious decision to approach a relationship, to approach a marriage, or to approach how you deal with a person from a very different point of view right now, because you are going to come to that conclusion that how you have been acting in this relationship or approaching the relationship, the marriage, or a particular person, it doesn't have to be a romantic kind of a situation. Whatever you have done hasn't been giving you the results or the happiness that maybe you feel that you deserve. So you may change your method here. You could be approaching everything from a different angle, from a different point of view. On the other hand, Virgo, it's going to be very clear to you what are the situations that you have been giving all your time, your attention, or you tried everything and there's no results. Could be about your health, could be about your weight, could be about a work related situation, could be about money, could be about that one relationship as I mentioned. And if nothing else is working, for some of you, I'm getting the sense that it's going to be very clear to you what is it that you need to let go of this time. Is it a situation? Is it a person? Is it a relationship? Okay, and you are also going to understand, because maybe sometimes you don't comprehend, you don't understand, and you have this light bulb moment, that deep moment, an aha moment, when you deeply understand what is it that you need to let go of. You are going to be bombarded with questions, so to speak. For some of you, it could be a child, okay, that has so many questions. For other ones, it could be something that you post on social media, and people are going to have questions or comments, and you are going to be bombarded with questions and comments. And that could be good for some of you who are launching new videos, new information, a new website, something new, or even a new book. So new information that you are launching to the public or to some kind of audience, because your audience doesn't have to necessarily be on social media. You have to pay attention here, because something that you may be doing, it could be something that you do at work, something that you do in your home, but maybe it affects neighbors around you, okay? It's not going to go unnoticed. Now, somebody could be reprimanding you for your attitude, maybe something you did, maybe something you said, maybe somebody's going to ask you to tone it down a little bit. And even though these situations could be angering you, okay, they may not be completely ungrounded. So there's something here. But I'm not getting the sense that these are situations that are going to prevent you from your development. These are just annoyances. So you have to also be aware to how you could be negatively affecting others in August. And I'm not saying that you are doing that on purpose, but very often we are not aware. So, and not knowing how something you do or something you say may be annoying other people. There's a sense that big rewards are coming your way. For some of you, the big rewards are going to be financially. It could be the case that money shows up for you out of nowhere, or the opportunity for you to make money. For some of you, it's going to be through family and relatives, something that could be passed on to you during this time. Could be material possessions being passed on to you. For some of you, it's going to be legal rights being passed on to you. It could be that where is it that legally you don't have access or rights, and now that access and those rights are being granted to you. It could be about a family situation involving a divorce, a settlement, child's custody, or agreements that you have made, not necessarily legally, about children or grandchildren that you may have. And for some of you, it could also be about a small fortune being passed on to you or a small inheritance. You may also feel blessed through this sense of gratitude because you are learning little by little to take everything with a grain of salt, and your perspective will be changing because you may understand that somebody who is teaching you or coaching you or training you how to do something, you are going to be able to see and understand that they were right. Maybe it was your perspective where you felt criticized in a situation that that was never the intention. So it's all about how you perceive everything. And for many of you, you are going to shift into this deep state of gratitude. Many of you Virgos may discover meditation, a gratitude journal, a gratitude mantra, or simply being very grateful because something good is finally happening for you. You may feel that now you are ready to take a chance in love, maybe in a relationship or maybe in a situation when you recently got to meet someone new in a romantic sense, and now you could make that decision that you want to take a chance with this person. For other ones, it's going to be you taking a chance. Maybe you never did online dating before, you're going to try that. Maybe you, so because there's different forms and different ways of singles meeting people who are available, and if there is something here that maybe you never did before, you may just take a chance and give it a shot. I get a sense that for some of you, you are going to be invited into a social gathering or an outing of some kind. And I'm getting a sense of you walking to get to this or being in front of the restaurant. So walking in front of the restaurant and feeling that something here is about to shift or about to change. You could actually have some very good moments with someone over dinner, over lunch, over food. It could be in a restaurant, it could be in a home, it could be in a park or in a picnic or a barbecue somewhere. But there is that importance here that the Akashic records are emphasizing, the importance of table talk, that are going to be these bonding moments or these big aha moments. Some of you are going to be looking into, now that you shifted your feelings, maybe now that you shifted your mindset, or after a thorough analysis of money coming in and money going out, you could be reconsidering some of your purchases. Something that you have purchased, you may be going through a process of how to return some of these purchases. Something that you are doing, that you have been working at it for a while, is finally going to turn some profit. It could be that maybe you invested in cryptocurrency, you're going to have some profit. Maybe you own a business, now you're going to have some profit. Maybe you launched a program or a book or a show, now you're going to have some profit. So you're going to have some indicator here that something that you have done is serving you right, and it's only beginning to reward you financially. I'm getting the sense that the bigger financial rewards are going to come a little bit down the line in a few months from now, and 2 months are highlighted for that: September and December. So remember this connection: August, September, and December. But for the time being, there's going to be some profits, so some small profits. It feels that if you have had some kind of a program, or maybe you are following a program or a plan that you made for yourself, could be a program or a plan that you are following, there's going to be some adjustments to this plan, or maybe now you are going to move to the next stage of this plan. It could be the next stage of a training program, the next stage of physical training. Okay, physical training. Maybe you are working with a physical training program, DVDs, or with a personal trainer. Now you're moving on to the next stage of it. If you are working with a nutritionist on a diet, maybe you're going to move on to the next stage of this diet. If there is something going on with your body, you're healing anywhere where your body needs to get nourishment, vitamins, supplements, medications, healing, you're going to move to the next stage of your healing to feel better physically. And if it is the case that for some of you, maybe there's news that you or someone around you needs to get a surgery or a medical treatment, a medical intervention, I'm getting the sense here that the recovery is going to be there, and the recovery period will go well. But during this time, maybe you may be feeling a little bit low in energy, physical energy at the beginning of the month, and then there's going to be this huge shift where you're going to feel that you have more physical energy. Pay attention to any treatments that you may need for your physical appearance. For some of you, it could be you're going to change your hair, you're going to change your style, you're going to change how you put your makeup, you're going to change for a man out there. Maybe you never had a beard, now you're going to decide to have a beard, or maybe you do have a beard, you're going to change something about the shape, the form of that beard, or even shave it off entirely. Many of you are going to focus on buying shoes for an occasion. You may be buying comfortable shoes for an occasion, you may be buying fancy shoes for an occasion, or simply because those shoes look good for you. And I'm also getting the sense that if there is a part of your conscious mind that feels guilty about something, okay, because even when good things happen, sometimes certain people feel guilty. I'm getting the sense that you need to free yourself from any guilt that you may be feeling. Sometimes good things happen because it's related to karma. You could meet someone that ends up changing or shifting your perspective. You could meet someone that is teaching you the right way of loving and respecting someone. You may get help from somebody unconditionally. All of these little things are a huge demonstration of love, unconditional love. So something here will be shifting in the people that you are now going to start to attract: useful help, useful information, useful people. Or as I said, for some of you, it could be that one person that maybe you recently met or you are about to meet that ends up shifting your idea of love, that gives you a true sense of what a conditional love is, or what true romance is. One thing is for sure, for many of you, and you tend to be very logical, you tend to be very analytical, you tend to be in your mind a lot. Something is going to shift because you are going to find a space where you're shutting down your mind and you letting the energy move you, you're letting karma take place, and you are tuning in to listen to your heart. What is it that your heart is telling you? Okay, what is it that your intuition is telling you? And you are going to learn more and more to tune in your intuition and to trust your gut feeling, to trust that intuition. And if it is the case that for some of you, a course or the possibility for you to learn something new, a course, a class, a training may be offered to you, chances are that you are going to take that chance. It could be a free training, it could be a free video that you may run into on YouTube. Whatever this information is going to be on point. Maybe you get a reading and it's going to be on point. One thing is for sure, that if you are not beginning the month already with a sense of gratitude, you are surely, maybe slowly, but surely you are going to get to this deep place of gratitude, because it is through this sense of gratitude that you are going to be able to wash over emotional hurts, traumas, and the results that these traumas or emotional hurts have created in your life. And for some of you, it could be a reawakening of a spiritual awareness, or a reawakening of your religious beliefs. But just like that, you are going to start to feel again connected to the higher purpose that you have, and to the good luck that is smiling down on you. I hope that this is making sense to you, Virgo. Yes, of course, if you'd like to know more, click in the link down here below, and that's going to take you to the Vimeo videos. For those of you who are interested for download and purchase, email me for a private reading at amalightworker@gmail.com. And if you want to participate in the 5-week 5-part program, the Abundance and Prosperity program that I created based on what the Akashic records told me, don't hesitate to visit my website for additional information, or email me directly at amalightworker@gmail.com. It is with a great pleasure that I make these videos for you. I'm curious to hear from you. Do leave me a comment down here below, and I will see you soon in the next video. Like, share, subscribe. Bye for now.